Alrighty guys, this is Snugsonblitz, and I'm back with another super simple strategies video. This is number 2 in my series, and I could entitle this video, The One Mistake So Many Noobs Make. I see it over and over in this game, especially when they're driving medium or light tanks. So that's a little bit of a hint. Can you figure out what I'm talking about? I'll let you know as the game goes on. But think about that. What mistake do you think medium and light tank players make the most? Now, of course, experienced players don't make this mistake, but those newer players, aka noobs, do. So if that's you, stop it. Anyway, let's get to today's game, shall we? Looking at the lineups, well, we have 3 big problems. The first 2 are the Annihilator and the Force Witch. Even if they're not very good players, they can absolutely decimate our team. On top of that, they have a Sphere. Not the best tank, but it's played by a very solid player. I would say around 60%. Could be 58, could be 62, I don't know. And I'm driving this tank, the Tiger Frontline, which is, in my opinion, the worst of the 3 Tigers in Tier 7. Anyway, I'm going to head over here and hopefully support my team. Now, we do have a Smasher, so that's our saving grace. It's 6:37, and the game is about to commence any second now. And there we go. So we've lost a tank. Oh joy! Ammo racked. There goes our VK. Not the best tank anyway, so no big deal. But I'm going to have to risk this here because with 3 good players, no time to mess around. We've got to even the playing field quickly. I'm risking it here. I'm pushing it aggressively. Now, our CS-44 takes out their T-23, which is good. He's a fast-firing gun with decent gun depression. Hello, Sphere. I know you're a good player. Oh, Smasher, you read my mind. And we're able to take him out. Easy pickings. But I have given the rear of my tank to probably the Annihilator and Smasher. So I'm just going to focus on this guy. Tracked him. And again, I'm giving the rear of my tank to tanks I shouldn't, but I got to get these guys off the battlefield ASAP. And it's 6v4. Lost quite a lot of damage there. And his comment is great here. I like that. All that effort with the ammo rack for nothing. Yeah, kind of. However, it's not smooth sailing for us as we are pretty dang slow. And the Force Witch and Annihilator are 2 tanks that, well, are game changers, to be honest with you. 4 shells and a triple shell. My buddy's going after the WZ, who is fast, which is maybe not the best move. And I'm going to try and keep this guy at bay. Once this guy comes in here, we're going to be in all sorts of trouble. But I've got to try and slow him down somewhat. So 2 shots into his track and nothing. Not good news. Here comes the KV-1S. Whack him once. I bounced that shell. That's nice. And here comes Mr. Annihilator. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, not what I wanted. So I'm just going to kind of keep him here. Why am I doing that? Well, hopefully my teammates will shoot him from the rear. Keep this guy in a horrible position. He's trying to get away. So I don't mind taking a bunch of hits here, as my armor does work somewhat. I've got to get rid of one of these guys. And so we're focus firing the Annihilator. So that was my strategy in number 1, is to focus fire tanks. Get them off the battlefield. Hopefully we can take care of the Annihilator. And here comes our CS. He's got plenty of health. Okay, somebody else takes that guy out. Now the Force Witch takes out my buddy, but now we have the CS-44 and what is it? The Loza Sherman. Both are medium tanks. Now watch this. The Force Witch is backing up. And 2 shots in, 1 bounce, 1 pen. CS is not moving. He's stationary. Loza decides he's a tier 6 tank, and his best idea would be to charge forward against a tier 7 tank with 4 shells. Now, true, he has a long reload if he fires them all. And here comes a CS-44, and he shoots to the side, which works, but he backs on up here, and he backs up a mile. So the mistake, have you spotted it? Can you tell me what it is? The answer is use your speed to get around those heavy tanks. Why are you shooting heavy tanks or heavily armored tanks frontally? If you can, if it's all possible, move to the rear of their tanks and create that crossfire that I talked about in many of my other videos. Now the CS-44 did a very good job, thanks to hopefully our pushing in and taking all the damage for him. But yeah, he and the Loza both made what I consider one of the biggest mistakes all medium and light tanks do, and that is try to shoot with their lower caliber guns heavily armored tanks from the front. Now, I will say this, most new players will not be using Pramo. They just won't. They don't want to waste their money. They're cheap. So it makes it even harder for them to pen. Now, if they're using gold shells, okay, they have a better chance. But still, when you've got speed against a slow tank, just get around them. Get around them. Their traverse is usually not that great. You've got much better speed. You can just circle them to death. It's one of the most important strategies, which I will talk about in another video. Bottom line, if you or your friends are making this mistake, stop it. Tell them to watch this video. It will help you become a much better tanker if you learn to use your speed effectively. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next time. Snugsonblitz, out.